What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kat.
And it's Jas.
And this is a video that actually you guys have requested, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's my catfish story.
And I'm just here for support. You know, I just can't believe you just went through that horrific time in your life. So, you know, I'm here. I'm here for her through this hard time. I know this is going to be really hard for you to say, so we're just going to say it.
Jasmine. Anyway, so let's get right into it. So basically, this was a time in my life where I was just like dating on the internet, and I was just like, you know what? I'm single. I don't really have anybody. I don't know what to do, so I just got on a website. It was like a lesbian website, and I was like, let's shoot for it. So this girl ended up actually hitting me up. First it started through the website, and then all of a sudden she hit me up on Kik as well. So I'm just like, okay, like I would just went with it. I wasn't really into the girl at all. Like it was just, I needed somebody to just talk to, like just say, hey, what's up? Or somebody to just like chase me a little bit. I don't know. I was a weird kid. Who knows? But, so this girl started like talking to me. Within the first week, it already started being weird. Like she was telling me about an inheritance that she received because her grandma passed away and her family got into it. And she went ahead and I guess they got into a fight and she landed in jail. Within the first week.
Red flag already.
So within the first week, she's already telling me this. And it was kind of weird because within the first week I started noticing like after 6 o'clock or so, all of a sudden she like poofed, like disappeared. Nothing happened after 6 o'clock. She would not hit me up. It was just always weird. It was always an excuse. First excuse, like I said, she ended up in jail. The whole weekend she didn't talk to me. I was like, okay. Next week comes by, and I guess she made it out of jail and whatnot. And then at that point, she went ahead and told me that she wanted to come down here. She was on her way to Florida and she wanted to meet up. I was like, cool, whatever, like, you know, we can just hang around, whatever. The whole time she was texting me, and all of a sudden, guys, once again, after 6 o'clock, guess what? She disappeared. Again. I'm like, okay. So on her way here, she disappears again. So all of a sudden then, after that happened, I guess on the way here, she said to me that her cousin's kidneys ruptured. Something like that. I don't remember exactly what was said, but it was something ruptured. So they ended up in a hospital. Now look at my face. The hospital. When they end up in the hospital, all of a sudden, supposedly her cousin gets on the phone. The same exact voice. Why is it the same voice? The same voice. Pretending to be her cousin. I'm like, what? You could have just said that you wasn't really on your way here. Like, you know, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. I mean, that's all you gotta do. But anyway, that didn't work. So anyway,
This is getting very, are you sure you can go on with the story?
I'm sure, baby.
Okay, all right.
So anyway, it turns out all of a sudden, she was in the hospital because she was robbed and she was abused.
Wait a minute. She was in the hospital because she was robbed and she was abused.
And raped.
And raped?
And then she made...
Wow.
She sent me... And that's nothing to joke about, like, for people that do go through abuse and rape and all that.
But for you to sit here and lie about it, that's where I'm just like, all right.
Honestly, when I tell you, I've been through situations like that, and I would not joke ever about anything like that. But this girl, she took it there. She really
did it.
And that wasn't the only part. Then she
went
sent
through
me
a lot just to come see you. That was a rough trip.
She sent me then a picture of supposed to be the I guess the bruises and stuff like that, but the picture was on Google, guys. The picture was on Google.
Google. Oh, images, bruises.
And here goes a bruise.
That was awful.
So, yeah.
Awful lot.
She just sent me a picture of a bruise online, and I kind of put one and two together. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. How does someone go through so much in just a matter of 3 weeks? I'm not saying it's possible, but it's like off the wall stuff.
That was a very rough trip, I had to say.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that when she was in the hospital, her cousin was in the hospital. I can't even tell the story straight because it was all over the place. I had called the hospital to try to see if it was an actual true statement. The girl's name was nowhere in the hospital, and she kept hesitating about what hospital to give me. I guess she was trying to figure out what the name of the closest hospital would be where she was supposedly at. But yeah, that was insane. I'm like, really? Sorry guys, so Jazz gotta go check out what the dogs are doing. So anyway, so after that, all of a sudden, so once I started getting the gist of like, this isn't real, like, this can't possibly, I think she was in the end trying to like scam me in some way or try to get information from me, because she did ask me like what my first and last name was and stuff like that. And I was like, my first and last name? And then what's next, my social? Like, it was just so weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't ask those personal questions in just a matter of like 2 to 3 weeks. And then while we were talking, she was like telling me like she loved me and she was so insanely in love and like things off the wall that you would normally not say in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. It was just too much. Talking about marriage, talking about kids, in just a matter of like 2 or 3 weeks that I've known her. So then, right after that, we're leading to the end of the story now. Pretty much, Jazz is back. Hey baby, I miss you. Anyway, so towards the end of the story, I was just like, this is just too much for me to handle. I mean, I'm single. I came out of other relationships. I don't really want to go into some hectic relationship. This is weird.
Lord. Was the girl who she said she was?
So, I don't know if it was somebody pretending to be her.
What if that was somebody that knew you?
I don't know.
That's weird, because how she found you on Kik?
There was like 2 girls, and it was like weird. I don't know, guys. At the end of the day, I never really found out, because before, I was leading to the end of the story. So towards the end, I was just like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work. Like, this is just too much for me. You've been going through a lot. After 6 o'clock, you disappear. Like, I just don't think this could ever work out. Like, it's just weird. Then she wants to hit me with, you're about to leave me and I have cancer. You're going to leave me when I have cancer.
What?
I'm not joking. It was just like, what? She's like, yeah, I have cancer and you're about to leave. This is horrible. Wow, I really thought you were here and you were for me and this and that. So after trying to get my information, my social and this and that and other stuff, I think she was trying to scam me and make me feel sorry for her. I don't know. But to be honest, it was just like, what? And during that time, like I had my friends from my agency and we used to hang out. And they were like, Kat, this is some weird stuff. You should really go on like Catfish. Like, no joke.
Yeah, you should have called her me. Cancer. That pisses me off. You don't play about having cancer. I don't like that. Don't sit well with me. I don't like that.
Yeah, me either. It was just like she hit me right before I was like, this isn't working out. I think we should just like, have a great time. Like, I'm just not with it. That's when she wants to hit me with a cancer story, talking about, you're going to leave me and I have cancer?
I would have been so paid. I would have been like, well, what stage are you in? Or did you go through chemo already? Because people sit there and lie about some stuff, then you throw out questions, and then they get scared, then they don't. Don't you love it? They won't even respond.
Yeah, guys. It was just awful. It was the worst, like, catfish I don't even know what to call it, because the girl did send me some pictures of herself, so I think it was her. And then she sent me something on, I think, called Glide. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was the person, but it was just too much going on, and I just feel like she was just trying too much. I don't know. But I will tell you this, when she did leave me those messages on my phone, the person that she portrayed to be her cousin was not, it was the same person. So she failed at that aspect. So I knew she was lying. I just don't know if she lied about everything. So that was it. It was just overwhelming. It was just too much. So it took me a while to kind of get on camera and tell you guys about this catfish story, because I didn't know where to start. It was just too much. And my friends at the time, they were just like, Kat. They kept laughing because it was just funny. Like, why would you do that?
If you guys had any familiar, if you guys had a catfish story, I'm scattered because that story had I don't know what to say. All I know is if you guys had a similar story, leave your comments down below, because I read the comments and I do want to know if you guys ever been catfished before.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's really interesting what people actually would do to other people. So I definitely would like to hear you guys' story. Comment down below. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Share, like, subscribe. And that's it, right, baby?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Well, we love y'all. Peace. We are out.